Okay, so today's video is shot on my Canon C100 camera, since it is not kept in my camera bag. That way I can show you guys what is in my camera bag. What I'm showing you today is if I'm going to do like a crazy shoot that's going to be edited on location. Like, this is the maximum that I put in my camera bag at any given time for any given reason. I'll explain what I usually leave out of my camera bag, the things that I don't always take with me, and whatever. But for the most part, I take everything that's in here except for probably two things that I can think of. So let's get to it. So first things first is this tripod. I'm not going to go into detail about this because I am going to be posting an unboxing and first impressions video a little bit about this. So this is the first thing that is located on the side of the camera bag right here. This front pouch that you can kind of see. I have my extra SD cards, which I used to also keep extra batteries in here, but I don't need that anymore because of this pouch. This is a battery charger, but it counts as a battery bank. I've tried using it a couple of times as a battery bank. It doesn't work as well as I'd like it to, but it's kind of nice because it has a place to put extra SD cards in the door, and then it has two extra batteries, and you can charge the batteries directly from this using either a Type-C or a micro USB. So kind of cool. The other thing that I have is my USB splitter for my laptop, Type-C to 4 USB. And then it also has a Type-C on the end of it. So this is by Ugreen. I am going to do various other videos going over the different products that I have in here. So this isn't a product review. This is a what's in my bag thing. So if you guys want to see me talk about any of these products or anything, let me know and I will put them, like, I'll do a video for them at some point. But if you guys show more interest in one video than another, I'll do that one first. I will put links down below to all of these to where I purchased them on Amazon. They are not affiliate links. I don't make any money off of it. I paid for all of these myself. So yeah, do with that what you will. But I would definitely recommend waiting for my review videos before you purchase anything like this or some of the other things that are in my bag. So moving on, rain cover. I've actually used this once now. Once, which was really cool. I didn't know I was ever going to need it, but I'm really glad I had it. I also keep extra business cards in here. So that covers these two pouches, this big pouch. These are magnetic. So it looks like they're buckle, but they're not. They're actually magnetic. So yeah. So moving on, we're going to flip this guy up, which is also magnetic. It is actual leather, which is kind of nice. It's not fake leather. It's pretty durable. It's got some scratches on it, but it's holding up pretty good. So in this pouch, fairly empty, this is just a pack of USB drives that I use when I do photo shoots. I'll usually edit on location if I have the time and then just give it directly to them on USB flash drive. But I'm finding now that I can actually send most photos over Facebook and people prefer it that way. So I've been doing that a lot lately. So I think that's all that's in this pouch. So then moving along, up top, I have my Rode microphone. I don't use this as much as I use the Booyah mic, which is what I'm using right now. So, but this works really well for vlogging. And if I'm talking to multiple people, this works really nice because I can just point it at whoever's talking and it picks up the audio pretty well. There is a better version of this that I'd like to get, but it's almost $300. So this is what I have for now. I have my drone. So it's my DJI Mavic Air. In its little case, it has like its filters and stuff in here. I usually keep one battery in the drone and then I can keep extra batteries in here. I don't have them in here right now because I've been using this bag a lot. But I will put the batteries and stuff in there if I'm planning on going and possibly using the drone for a decent amount of time. So this is just my random accessories case. So it's got everything from the cable that I use to hook my 5D Mark IV up to the computer. I've got a little flip out gray card and white reflector. I've got all the various stuff to clean lenses and the camera in here. So I've got lens paper, one of the little blower things. I don't even know what you'd call it. One of the cool little like lipstick looking brushes to brush stuff off. My battery charger for my third battery. I keep this as kind of a backup just in case something happens to this, but so far I've never had any problems with this. I just like having an extra charger. And then I've got various filters in here. So yeah, I feel like everybody needs that random accessories case, and this one I've had for a while because this is a GoPro one, and it seems to work really well for carrying all of the extra little stuff that I don't use frequently, but I like to have on me just in case. So if I can ever get my hands on one of the Peter McKinnon multi-tools, the camera tools or whatever, it'll probably go in here as well. So nothing up here. So now that takes us to the back pouch. So I'm gonna set the bag down for this. It opens up, and the first thing that it opens up to, my computer. So whenever I go do any sort of shooting that I think I'm gonna have downtime to edit or anything, I always take my laptop with me. It's a 2023 MacBook Pro. I'm not sure what year model it is. It's the one with the M1 chip. It's not the newest one that came out. I wish I would have known the newer one was coming out. I would have waited, but it's whatever. So this is the case for my Booyah mic. Booyah mic isn't in here because I'm currently using it for this video, but that is pretty much always with me because in my opinion, it has better audio than this just because the microphone is right here. And this is the cheaper of these Rode mics. So I know that the more expensive one is definitely better, but drone controller, which is kind of important. And then I have my cameras and lenses. This is where it gets to the point where some of this stuff isn't in here all the time because my backpack right now, probably with all of this in it, probably weighs 25 pounds. I don't want to carry that around. But my laptop is one of the things that doesn't always come with me. The second thing that doesn't always come with me is my Canon 70-200 lens. This thing is ridiculously heavy, and I don't use it as much as I thought I was going to. So this is one that comes with me if I have specific shots I'm trying to get that use this lens. Other than that, I usually leave this home because I think this thing weighs like 4 or 5 pounds by itself. But everything else that's in here, minus that lens and my laptop, are almost always in my camera bag. Like, that's just what I keep in here. The only other exception possibly would be my drone, but I'm trying to be a lot better about keeping that with me just in case. So moving on, I have my 50mm Canon lens. I love this lens. This lens simulates eyesight the best. So what you see and what you take a picture of tend to be similar with depth perception and everything with that lens. I also found out that it's really good for product photography, because it seems to focus a little bit better than my other lens, because the other lens that I use frequently is my 24-105, and for some reason it doesn't do very good with the close-ups. So I was using the 50mm the other day and it worked amazing, so I thought that was pretty cool. When it comes to my nature photography, you would think I'd use my 70-200, but I actually don't. My favorite all-time lens so far that I have is my 75-300 1. Wait, what is this? Give me a second. Where the freak is the reading? Okay. So with a lot of my nature photography, you would think that I would use my big 70-200 lens, but I actually do not. My favorite all-time lens that I use for most of my nature photography, especially doing photography in zoos and stuff, is actually my 75-300 by Canon, and it's a 4 to 5.6, so it's not the fastest lens, but it works amazing for nature photography, I found, and it's just like one of my all-time favorite lenses. I picked one of these up a couple years ago with my last camera, and this was one of the first lenses I bought when I got my second, not my last camera, my second to last camera. But this is one of the first lenses I picked up with my last camera, my SL3, and that's where most of my nature photography came from, was this lens combined with the SL3. And now I use it a lot with my 5D Mark IV as well. I actually took the cat photos on my Instagram of the cats in the woods or whatever were taken with this lens with the 5D Mark IV. So I absolutely love this lens. So with that, that brings me to the last thing that's in my camera bag, which is my camera. So this is pretty much how my camera stays set up now. It's the 5D Mark IV with the 24-105 USM lens on it, and I have my nice hand strap that I will also be doing a review for because I absolutely love this hand strap. But yeah, so that is everything that is in my camera bag at the most extreme. So what I typically keep in here is everything minus my laptop and my 70-200 lens. So my camera bag, when we weighed it last with everything in it, was like 18.5 pounds or something like that. So it is kind of heavy. I am looking into getting a different camera bag because this one is the 35 liter, which is awesome. But I really want the Peter McKinnon Nomadic one because it's a 35 liter expandable to, I think, 42 liter. So I'm hoping that extra little bit will be enough for me to put like a change of clothes or something in for if I travel. But yeah, so this is what's in my camera bag. This is what it all looks like laid out next to it. This camera bag is pretty awesome. There are definitely some things I don't like about it, but for the most part, I love this bag and it's done me well. So yeah, this is what all you can fit in this camera bag. So thank you for watching the video, and I will catch you guys on the next one.